Hi, it's Kristen from RaisingNobles.com, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you some of my best tips for getting started and being successful on Etsy. I've mentioned in past videos that my Etsy shop has been a really great way for me to be able to make an income from home over the last almost 8 years now that I've been a stay-at-home mom. After seeing what it has done for our family and the freedom and things that it has provided for us by me being able to stay home, still make an income, homeschool my kids, like pretty much just get to spend all day every day with them and work in the little pockets of time here and there that I have as a mother. Because of what it has done for our family, it's something that I've become really passionate about, helping and encouraging others kind of along the way. I have a Clay Earrings Facebook group where a ton of people are wanting to start their own businesses, Etsy shop, own website, things like that. And the business side of things is really something that I love. I do love the creating. This is a DIY channel for the most part. That is something that it will always be. I love that. But I also really love the business side of things as well. So I do have a bit of knowledge to share from the last 8 years that I've been running this business. And so I'm excited to kind of dive in with you today and just give you some of my best tips for getting started, getting sales, that kind of thing. Before we jump right in, I did want to make sure that you know that I have a resource for you that is an ebook. It's available in my Etsy shop, and it's a complete guide to getting started on Etsy. So I'm going to go into way more detail in that ebook than I can do on this video today. So if that's something that interests you, there will be a link in the description box down below. It's very inexpensive, less than 10 bucks. You can get the ebook. It's just a PDF download, and you can use those tips and strategies right away. First tip is finding a product to sell that is in a proven niche on Etsy. And so what I mean by that is something that other companies have sold before. It doesn't have to be, the exact same thing, and certainly not copying someone else. But for instance, my Etsy shop started as a bow shop, like a little girl's hair bow. So when I told my husband I wanted to open my Etsy shop and I wanted to sell girls' hair bows, he was kind of like, isn't that kind of done already? Like, there's already a lot of people doing that, which of course he was right. I mean, there was hundreds of thousands of people selling bows, whether that be on Etsy or other places, but you can always put your own spin on it. So for instance, that is a niche that is proven on Etsy. So there are very successful shops that sell girls' hair accessories. Another one I started to sell was bow ties in my shop that was very successful on there. And my shop has really morphed and changed over the years, which is another great thing about Etsy, is that you can change and add different products and expand as you change and grow over the years. So choosing a product that you know is going to sell well, either that is popular right now, trending, something that solves an issue, a problem. You can do anything from digital products to, of course, things that you ship. You can also sell vintage items and things like that on Etsy. So just do a little bit of research first and make sure you know exactly what it is that you are wanting to sell. Make sure it is a good niche that is proven on Etsy, and then we can move on to the next step. The next thing I want to do is get a business license. If that is something that is required in your state, usually all it takes is just a quick Google search, finding out if you need a business license to operate a business out of your home in your state. And in my state, I am able to just apply for that online. It's very inexpensive, like 30, 35 bucks. And they just send you a business license in the mail, and then you just renew it every year if you are still operating your business. So that is one thing that a lot of people overlook, that you do want to make sure that if your state requires a business license, that you get one of those first. So once you have those things out of the way, it's time to go ahead and create your account and get your shop all set up. So you'll create an account by just going to Etsy.com. If you are looking to start your Etsy shop, I will have a link down below where you can get 40 free listings on Etsy. So you'll create your account. You're going to want to put your profile picture in and fill out your bio. You're going to want to choose your shop name. This is a really important part. You might want to take some time to think about this, something that is catchy but kind of maybe describes what it is that you are wanting to sell, or the vibe or the feel that you want your shop to have. You'll want to create a logo for that, and then a cover photo in your shop. Fill out all the about your shop sections. You want to put every fill out everything that you can and make sure that you use lots of keywords. SEO is a really huge part. SEO stands for search engine optimization. SEO is a huge part of being seen on Etsy. So if you are selling clay earrings, then you're going to want to put the word clay earrings, words polymer clay earrings, things like that in your description, in your bio, like everywhere you can put it. So that way Etsy won't have any trouble knowing exactly what's in your shop. So when people are searching for that, hopefully your listings are going to be some of the ones that show up in the top. As far as logos go, a great place to look is actually on Etsy. There are a ton of really fantastic artists on Etsy who will either create custom logos for you, or you can just choose kind of a pre-made one and have it customized a little bit with your name or your slogan, that kind of thing. So I really love Etsy for checking out logos, or even just getting inspired and figuring out, exactly what direction you want to go with your logo and the overall feel of your business. Another thing you'll want to do in the setting up your shop portion is to go ahead and secure your Instagram handle, your Facebook page, that kind of thing. Make sure that you can, if possible, be the same name everywhere if you can, and if you need to change that a little bit, it's good to go ahead and make sure you can get that on Instagram. Same thing on Etsy. It's not required, but it's really nice if you can kind of have it all be the same, so people can find you everywhere and not have any doubt that it's you. So once you've decided what you're gonna sell, you've gotten your business license if it's required, you've set up your account on Etsy and gotten everything filled out, your logo, your shop name, your about section, all the details, it's time to go ahead and start listing your products. So one of the first things you're going to want to do is do a little bit of research. I'll probably make a video on this. Let me know in the comments down below if you want a video on product photography. It's something that I had to learn early on, because you'll realize really quick that if you don't have really great photos on Etsy, people are not going to click on your listings when they come up on, when they're searching. Let's say they see your listing, it comes up, it doesn't have a great photo, it's dim, dark, doesn't look great, they're gonna scroll right by it. And the more that happens, it's going to tell Etsy that you don't have a good product, nobody wants to see it, so they're not going to be pushing your listings up higher in the search, which is not what you want at all. So photography, getting great photos of your items is key. If you don't have good images, people will not click on them. There will be no sales. It's just no good. So I'm not saying that you need a DSLR, although those are nice. I'll put a link in the description box down below. Some good entry-level cameras that aren't too pricey that can work really well for product photography. But I'll probably make a video about it, just going into more detail if you're interested. But well-lit photos is really important. Using natural light if you can. There are some really creative ways of making light boxes out of like budget items to be able to put your item inside and photograph that way. So really well lit, true to the colors, and then you want to put basically as many images as you possibly can in your listing. I think they allow you to put 10 different photos now, and you want to change it up. So let's say you're selling chunky knit blankets, and you don't just want the same picture over and over again of it folded up on the chair. Lay it over the chair, maybe a picture of someone holding it so that you can see kind of the size of it, things like that. So or if you're doing clay earrings, make sure that there's a picture of it on so people can see how big it is and what it looks like. You can have a picture of it laying flat, have a picture of it hanging on a little earring display, things like that. So basically when you're coming up with the photos, you want to think like your customers are not able to touch the item, try it on, feel it. So you want to try to show them all those things through your images. So by doing that, you're going to give your customers or potential customers a great experience. And they're going to be able to tell when they're done looking at your images whether or not that is something that they want to go ahead and purchase or not. So photos are super, super important. I can't stress that enough. So once you have some really great photos of your product, it's time to go ahead and get them listed on Etsy. And this is where the keywords and search engine optimization really come into play. I go into more detail about this in my Etsy ebook guide. So again, if you want that, it's in the description box down below, but I'll touch on it here. Basically, SEO stands for search engine optimization, and keywords is within that. So let's say you're selling polymer clay earrings. So those are going to be your keywords, polymer clay earrings. And then let's say there's something specific about them, like maybe they're marbled or something, or they're marble polymer clay earrings. So that's another keyword that you would throw in there. And those things are going to help Etsy kind of read your listing and figure out exactly what it is that you're selling. And so that way, when someone searches marble polymer clay earrings in Etsy, it will help your listing to be seen higher up on the pages, the more optimized your listings are. So what you want to do when you're thinking about writing your listings and your description is think about how the customer is going to type in this, search. So if they're going to search for marble polymer clay earrings, then that's what you're going to want to write in your listing on your the title of your listing, and then you're going to want to put that multiple times in your description just to show Etsy over and over again that this is what it is. When someone searches for that, then they're going to want to bring that up to the top, because Etsy ultimately does want people to find what they're looking for. They want them to click through and purchase. You're gonna wanna put that all through the description, all through the title, put it in the tags, put it in even the materials section if you can fit it in there in a way that works, naturally. You don't wanna keyword stuff, but put it in there if it'll fit. So another thing is that you really wanna think about the description that you're going to write. Take your time with this and craft one that makes sense, but that also packs in a lot of keywords for what it is that you are trying to rank for. Take your time to describe the product, maybe a little bit about the process of creating it. And just like I said, as many times as you can naturally push those keywords into the description and the title, the tags, all the things, that's ideal. So those are the things that you really want to make sure that you do when you are starting to list your products on Etsy. So tip number 5 is be patient. After you've got your listing set up and everything, your shop is looking good, you've got your logo figured out, all the things, everything is set up and in there, you're going to need to be patient, because it is going to take time for Etsy to kind of see your shop and the listings. It's going to take time for people to be searching, and then the more times people see your listings and click on them, it's going to notify Etsy and tell them that, hey, this is good, they have good photos, people are clicking. Keep showing these listings to people, because eventually someone will buy. But when I say be patient, I don't mean that you should stop working. You want to keep putting in work every single day on your business in different ways. So some things that you can do while you're waiting for sales to come in are to go ahead and work on your photography skills. We've already talked about this. Improve. Just try every day. Honestly, the best way to get better is to just keep taking photos. Just keep doing it in different lights with different backgrounds. So go ahead and keep working on those photography skills, getting better and better. If you're getting better images of the products, go ahead and replace those ones in your listings, so that way you have the best possible images on your listings, of course. So while you're being patient, but still working on your business and working on your photography, drumming up excitement over on your social media, things like that, maybe offering a discount. Another thing you can do is I actually put together a free resource for you guys, which is my top 5 tips for getting sales today. That's what I titled it. So these are some of my favorite ways if I'm, that maybe my sales have been up and they're coming back down again, and I'm like, okay, what can I do to, create some excitement, get some sales, get some traffic to my site? These are the things that I do myself, and so I've created, it's completely free. It's, I'll put a link in the description box down below. You just click over there and I will send it to you via email. It's just a PDF that you can download. So if you are having trouble getting those sales, you feel like you've done everything right, but the sales are just not coming in, try some of those tips that I give you over there, and hopefully that will really help you out. I've already heard from a bunch of people who have gotten the PDF and said that it's really helped them in their business. So again, I'll have it linked in the description box down below for you. So that's it for today's video. I hope these tips and tricks were helpful. Don't forget that I have my Etsy ebook available for you if you are interested in that, as well as my free resource. And I also have a Facebook group called Business for Makers. So if you're interested in that, that'll also be in the description box down below. You can head over there, ask to join. It's totally free, and it's just a place for other makers and us just kind of come together, and y'all can ask questions and we can, get opinions and all that kind of stuff over there. So So if that interests you, everything, all the links and things are in the description box. Again, I hope this video was helpful and I will see you in my next video. Bye.